Hey everyone, welcome back to the podcast. I hope you guys have had an awesome week so far. Oh my god, why is my hair like that? You know how you get like hair just sticking out from behind your ear and it's like sticking up? Yeah, okay. So there's me talking about random stuff again. That doesn't even, okay. So I have so much to tell you. Some of it is very exciting and then some of it is very like beneficial to you. They're like 2 Instagram posts that I found and I'm like, I have to talk about that because I feel like it'll help my listeners out. And something that I also learned about yesterday that I feel like helps me and will also help you. So stay tuned for that, okay? So I want to let you guys know what I'm doing today because it's very exciting. So me and my sister are going to the movies. We're going to see that new Strays movie, the one with the live action talking dogs. So they're not actually, okay, so the dogs don't actually talk in real life, obviously, but they're voiced by actors. And one of the actors is Will Ferrell. He's like one of my favorite comedians, and yeah, because last week I watched Night at the Roxbury, and what was the other movie that I watched with him in it? Oh. And one of my other favorite movies is Step Brothers. So yeah, I'm so happy that he's in that movie and I feel like it's going to be really funny. It's from the producers of Ted, so if you like that movie, chances are you're going to love this movie. So beforehand, we're going to go and get food. Obviously that's all I'm thinking about. That's all I'm looking forward to is the food. No, and also like going to the movies because I don't go to the movies as often, maybe like once every 2 to 3 months. So it's something different, something to like get excited about. So beforehand we're gonna go and get food. So one of the things that I tried a couple weeks ago, so my grandma got me this salted caramel popcorn and it is like the best thing I've ever eaten. It is so good. So I think the brand is Cobb's. It's really good popcorn. You can get at Woolworths. It's like $3.50, something like that. So I'm gonna get that because I feel like I'm gonna eat the whole bag and also I'm still gonna be hungry afterwards. So we're gonna go out for lunch as well. And we're gonna get bubble tea, of course. You guys know that I love my bubble tea. I love my triple boba. So I'm not sure what bubble tea I'm gonna get. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get a milky one or a fruity one. I might get a fruity one because I feel like if I have a milky one, I'm gonna get full quicker and I want to be able to eat on my lunch. So yeah, that's what I'm doing today. And then I'm gonna come home, watch some like movies with my sister. We're watching Hot Chick at the moment. If you don't know what that is, it's this movie where this popular girl buys a pair of earrings and she loses one and a thief, well a robber, picks up the other one, they both put it in their ears and they switch bodies. So that's what the movie is about. So I don't know if I just spoiled it, but I'm pretty sure that's what would have been in the trailer. So that's what the whole movie's about, so I wanted that to be in the trailer. So yeah, that's also one of my favorite movies. It's got Rob Schneider in it and it's also a Happy Madison film, so produced by Adam Sandler. I also love Adam Sandler, like who doesn't? He's such a great, funny guy. I love all his movies. Like there's none of his movies that I just can't stand, you know what I mean? Like I love all of his movies. So yeah, I'm gonna come home, watch movies with my sister. She's gonna go to work and when she goes to work I'm gonna be doing like editing this video, scheduling it, and then having time for myself. That's if I do get time for myself, because editing the video, then converting it to MP3, like putting the descriptions and everything in, takes a lot of time and effort. So I don't know if I'll be getting any time to myself, but I'm going to work out tonight. So that is one thing that I absolutely want to get done. Something that I learned yesterday was this thing called burnt toast theory. Like I was on TikTok and I was like scrolling through. There's this video that said burnt toast theory has changed my life. And I'm like, what is burnt toast theory? So I looked it up. And basically, you know when, so the example is you burn your toast in the morning and you're like, damn, I burnt the toast. So you have to put more on, okay? And you're like in a pissed off mood because you burnt the toast, and then you have to waste another slice of bread. But you putting you burning your toast is something bad that happened, right? So that happening could have stopped you from experiencing something else bad. So you taking more time out of your day to make that toast could stop you from getting in an accident, something like that. So one example is the 9/11 incident. So there were people that didn't get to work on time because their car broke down. There was also couldn't find their keys. I think there was a car crash, so they couldn't get to work, and then the traffic was backed up. There were other examples, but because of those things that happened, they're like, oh my god, I'm gonna be late for work. Oh, like this is frustrating, I can't find my keys. But that happening to them stopped them from being involved in that situation. You know what I mean? Like, yes, you burnt your toast in the morning, but that could stop you from experiencing something even more devastating, if that makes sense. So yeah, don't think that something bad happening to you is always bad, okay? It could be saving you from something. So that's something to take away. It will change your mindset. Taking a bit longer at work to clean up after the day could be the difference from me, like, say I'm walking across the street, say I rush and I get done quicker. I could be walking across the street and this car could just come and not even see me crossing the street and just hit me. But like, if I take that extra time, I'm not rushing, I don't stress so much, you know, I could avoid that situation from happening. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. So you just need to think, everything negative in your life could be beneficial in some way. Not everything, but some things, okay? So just like change your mindset. Don't stress out about little things, okay? Don't let little things ruin your day. So something else that I learned last week is, so I make, well, you guys know that I make the video for the podcast and I also make YouTube videos. So something that I learned that I could be doing is taking like 3 to 5 clips from those videos and putting them on YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Instagram Reels, stuff like that. So you get more pieces of content, like more possibility that people are going to view it, and there's like more possibility that you're going to be seen, like in the feed, the explore page, yeah, stuff like that. So you're going to get more views, you're going to get noticed more. That's what I learned this week, and I tried it, and one of my shorts got like, okay, you might think this isn't good, but I do, because my channel is improving, and that's what I care about, improvement. I don't care about getting thousands of subscribers overnight. If I did, that would be fantastic, don't get me wrong, but I only care about my channel improving, so me getting more subscribers, more views. So one of my shorts got 500 views, and that has been like 1.6 thousand views on all my videos all up in the last 28 days, and that is a big improvement. I also gained 3 subscribers yesterday, and that is an improvement. Like, I don't think I've gained that many over the last year in one day, so I was very happy with myself. I was thinking to myself, something I'm doing is right. Trying this new strategy is working, so I'm going to be doing that every week and see where it goes. So at the end of the year, I want to get at least 100 subscribers, and I'll be happy, because that will go to show that I am improving as like a content creator, as like my YouTube channel is growing, stuff like that. So I'm reaching more people, just like going little by little. So, and the year when I do reach 100 subscribers, I'm gonna get 1,000 the next year. So it's like 10 times more. Or I might think to myself, no, I might want to only get 500. So it depends, okay? You can change your goals, you can bring them lower if you think went too high in your goals. Like, I'm not saying don't reach for the stars, I'm just saying sometimes you think, oh, that's too many. Like, I need to focus more on smaller goals. So you can break it down, okay? Originally in my first year, I wanted to get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours so I could get monetized, and I'm like, chances of that happening is little, so I'm gonna make it a little bit more reachable. I'm gonna aim for 100 now because I'm like at 47 now, so I can do it, okay? I got this thought in my mind, I can do it, I will be able to do it. Just think to yourself, it's going to work out, it's going to happen, and it will, okay? Just don't give up, okay? That's what I'm gonna say to you. Don't give up, okay? If your goal isn't working, just make the goal a little bit smaller, okay? Don't give up, okay? Don't give up on your dreams, don't give up on your goals. So say you wanted to lose, okay, this is an example. Say you wanted to lose 10 kilograms by the end of the year, but it doesn't look like it's gonna get like, you're not gonna be able to do that. Halve it and say 5 kilograms. Okay, so that's just an example of what you can do. Halve it, or like something that you think you'll be able to accomplish, and then you'll still be happy with yourself. I'm gonna give you guys my like emotion update. So last week I had no complaints really. I was really happy. It's only yesterday I started feeling a bit down, like a bit sad. You know when you don't know why you're feeling sad? That was just me, like, and yeah, like I'm gonna go a bit deep here, but like I'm not gonna tell you guys exactly what happened, but last night I woke up in the middle of the night and I just like thought, I don't know, like I just thought of myself doing something really stupid, and it just made me really sad, you know, like I don't know what it was. I don't know if it's because my brain wasn't fully turned on, or like, yeah, I just woke up and I was thinking to myself, no, like, the hell, why do I think about that? I think it's because I am a woman and it's about that time. So yeah, I've never really experienced being down or like upset or feeling a bit depressed like before before it's going to happen. So yeah, it's something new, something different. It's fine if your emotions change and you're feeling these new emotions. Like, you evolve as a person, right? So your emotions are going to change. So it's nothing to be fully worried about, but if you're continuously feeling these emotions, maybe you should seek some help, okay? I'm not a professional, okay? This is just something I would do if I continuously felt some sort of way. So yeah, I was happy last week. That's a more positive side. So I just felt like nothing really bothered me last week. Like, I just felt really happy with myself because I learned that I could take little clips out of my full video and then reach more people that way. So I felt really happy. I'm like, yes, the future, I have a lot in store for the future, and yeah, what I thought positive, and then positive things happened. So I've improved my channel. Now I'm going to move on to my self-care journal, like always. I had to choose, like, you know how I did the lists last week? I had to choose activities that weren't on the previous list. So I said, so I had to pick 6. So I said for my first one is walk on the beach, which is part of my energetic trait. And like, I never really walked along a beach because I don't really live near a beach, you know, so it's kind of hard to do that. So when I like get a car, I'll probably drive to beaches and then walk along them. The next one is make a vision board. So that was also part of the energetic trait and the adventurous trait. So it would be energetic because I would be making my visions become a reality. So say I wanted to get a 6-pack. I would be working out a lot to get that 6-pack. So it would be energetic. Also, it would be energetic because I'll be taking time. It'll be a lot of effort to make the vision board. And it'll also be adventurous, me trying new things, because my vision board would be me wanting to accomplish new things. So that would be adventurous, and it'll also make me like learn new things about myself, like what I want to accomplish. Number 3 was build something like a puzzle. I actually had this puzzle that I'd worked on for such a long time, and I hadn't worked on it. So I'd worked on it for a long time, then I stopped for a long time, and it was just getting really dusty, so I just put it away. I was like, what, 60% the way through, so I'm really upset with that. But so yeah, I took it all apart and I'm like, I just gave up on it. So I'll probably try to do that again next year. I'll just build something like the puzzle, and it will be like trying something new. And like a new trait is being consistent, like me finding like doing one part every night or something like that. So yeah, and number 4 was moving out. It would be part of my adventurous trait because trying something new, me learning so much about myself, and like, yeah, a new part of being an adult, getting some more responsibility, stuff like that. Number 5 was buying a dog. So having more responsibility, being an adult. It would also be part of my adventurous and energetic trait because dogs are very energetic. They'll want to go for walks, stuff like that. So yeah, and then adventurous, like what I said before, like me learning new things, me becoming a mom, a dog mom, stuff like that. So number 6 is do a random act of kindness. This was like for my kind trait because I do this, but it wasn't on, I didn't put it on my list. So I feel like I could do that more. So yeah. Well, yesterday my mum and I did a random act of kindness. So we're walking home from the shops and there was this parcel outside someone's gate, like for everyone to see. And we're like, that shouldn't be there because someone could come and take it. I shouldn't have done this, but like I opened the gate because you could open it. And then mum just put it like inside the gate so no one could see it. So I who knows, it could have been a dog, but I'm like, what else are we supposed to do? Like, we didn't want to throw it at the fence just in case it was breakable. So yeah, we did that, and then that was like our random act of kindness. So I feel like I could be doing random acts of kindness a bit more because sometimes I have this mindset where I'm like, no one really does it for me, so I'm not going to do it for anyone else. But like, maybe I should start doing them a bit more because, yeah, just because some people don't do it for you doesn't mean everyone should miss out, you know what I mean? So like, say there's like 10 people that never do anything good for you, so why do you take it out on other people and not like do anything good for anyone else? So that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying I never do anything for anyone else. I'm just saying that like sometimes I have that mentality where I'm like, no one's done anything good for me lately, so why should I do anything good for anyone else? You know, like, yeah, I hope that makes sense. So I had to reflect. So I had to write notes and reflect on what I had written down for my 6 activities. So I wrote, I have to be more adventurous, and one way to do this is finding new energetic things to do, because being energetic was my strength. Like walking on the beach, make a vision board, and buying a dog. So you guys already knew that. I feel like moving out will be an adventure, and also building something could be an adventure. I also felt like doing a random act of kindness, as I didn't put that on my list. So that's what I wrote for my collection. So that was this week's self-care task. I'm sorry if there's like background noise, because I do live with other people, so yeah, and I don't want like them not to go about their day. So okay, so I did save 2 posts on Instagram, and I'm just gonna get them up and then I'll explain them to you, because they are very like positive and like will change your mindset and will like be beneficial towards you, in other words. So this one says, maybe instead of I did nothing, you were choosing to rest, taking a mental health day, looking after yourself, nourishing yourself, catching up on your life, doing things that matter to you, taking time out, switching off from the outside noise, listening to your body, not being busy, having a much needed lie-in, prioritizing you, not partaking in society's constant guilt trip around rest. So we all get this. Okay, so there are days where I'm like, I wanted to get that done, but I just didn't feel like doing it, but I feel like I did nothing that day. No, okay, you felt like you didn't want to do it, and instead you watched movies that made you happy. Maybe you've been working too hard and you just need a break. Okay, that's what that post is saying. So the last one, yes, I feel like society feels like if you take rest, if you take a break, you're lazy or something like that. But there are other reasons, okay? Your main priority is taking care of yourself. If you don't feel like doing something one day, like you said yesterday, oh, I'm gonna get that done tomorrow, you're like, yes, I'm gonna get that done tomorrow, and then the next day you're like, I don't feel like doing that. Don't be so hard on yourself, okay? You have prioritized yourself and what you wanted to do, okay? Because yesterday's version of you is like any other person, okay? It's like a different you. So you can't really tell what's going to happen the next day. You can't really tell if I'm actually going to want to be able to do that. Who knows, you might be tired. You might have a cold the next day. And I know I don't like doing things if I have a cold, because I just want to relax and lay down. Like, I don't really want to do anything when I have a cold, because overworking when you have a cold, you make yourself worse. Like, if you just relax, you can make yourself better quicker. So that post I 100% agree with. So never be so hard on yourself if you didn't do anything that day, okay? Because just like going out with friends, going to the beach, like spending time with family, that is something. You did something, okay? You made your family laugh, who knows, you tried something different to eat. Yeah, so it could actually be very positive for you to take a break and to like not get anything done. So yeah, that's what I do. I do 2 months of content and take a 1 month break, because I feel like I need it. I need to just like have some free time, just relax. The next post, the post is, the older I get, the more I realize. So the older I get, the more I realize that everyone and everything doesn't deserve my energy and effort. Being mindful about how I spend my time is essential. This is like the weekly reminder that I did yesterday. It said, basically said, just do what makes you happy, do what sets your heart on fire. You only have one life, live it to the fullest. So you don't want to spend it wasting your energy and time on people that couldn't care less about you, or that wouldn't do the same for you in situations, if that makes sense. So being like mature, being an adult, makes you realize that not everyone has the same intentions for me that I do with them. So I could like be very like not using them, but they could be using me. Like, we mature in a way where we realize not everyone's a good person, not everyone is real. So yeah, that's what that one's saying. The next one is, the older I get, the more I realize that I can have needs. I am learning that it's needy to want my needs met. I am learning to embrace that it is perfectly okay to seek support. I don't have to carry it all alone. Healthy relationships are built on mutual support. I'm paying close attention to the connections in my life that offer reciprocity, emotional safety, and care. So being mature, being an adult, you realize that you're not being too needy. You need certain things in your life. This is kind of like the last one, like people taking and not giving back. Also, being mature, you realize that you do need help at times, okay? Yes, when you're younger, you feel like you're going to be made out to be weak, but being an adult, you realize everyone is going through things and people are going to understand more. People, like my friends, are there to help me. Like, some can be judgmental, but then you realize, because you're an adult, you realize that you need to get toxic people out of your life. So most of your friends are going to be positive people. So you're going to realize that I need to speak to them. I need to seek out help. So yeah, that's saying basically you need healthy relationships where they don't just take and take, they give and give. Well, they give the same amount as you. Okay, so I'm probably just gonna talk about 2 of them because I don't want to like overload you with so much content and I'm like running out of time for the podcast. So I'm gonna go through the 3rd, 4th and 5th one next week so we can continue with that. So then you don't get overloaded with content, overwhelmed with advice, stuff like that. So like last week, how I only stuck with 2 posts. Okay, so now I'm going to go on to the discussion question, and it really hurt my brain. Like I just needed to really think about it because it's a really like creative question. Like you have to have like a really imaginative, creative mind. So it says, you own an airline, customers want more leg room, but to make money you need to put as many seats on the plane as possible. What do you do? So one thing that I thought of is, if they want extra leg room, they have to agree that there are going to be less seats on the plane, but they're going to have to pay more money. Okay, because then for the seats that are missing, the extra leg room, you want extra leg room, so you're going to pay more so that can contribute to the seats that are being lost. You know what I mean? So like, but that's like one where I was like, we can't expect people to pay like almost double for a plane ticket. So another thing I was thinking of is, okay, I've never been on a plane, so I don't know how big the seats are, but I was thinking we can like hollow out the bottom of the seat in front, or like bring in a stool or something like that. So like a stool to lift their feet off the ground, if that makes sense. But I don't think that would be as effective as if we hollowed out the back of the seat in front and they just have like this little area where they can put their feet in, like they can stretch their legs out, but it won't affect the person in the front. So like it wouldn't feel like you're kicking on the back of the seat, if that makes sense. Or you can just buy tickets to first class and like business class. I don't know, because when I see people going in first class and business class, they're like on beds, like not beds, but like couches, lounges, almost. So the single couches and lounges. So, and then there's like a lot of room. They can like lay back when they want to go to sleep. So I feel like if you want extra leg room, you go and buy business class or first class tickets. Like, I know they're a bit more expensive, but you get what you want, right? Otherwise you can't really complain. So those are the 3 things that I thought we could do. So just go with them wanting extra legroom, but they have to pay more for tickets, even in economy, or hollow out the back of the seats, or they just buy business or first class tickets. So yeah, that's this week's discussion question. I'll have it in the description as always. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. I've loved recording it as always, and next week will be the last episode. I got something really exciting planned, so stay tuned for that. And rate the podcast, follow the podcast, and subscribe to my YouTube channel where the MP4 version will be, and I'll put it in the description as well where you can watch the MP4 version. Also leave me voice messages. You can leave advice, tips on how I can improve the podcast. You can ask me questions, just like send me anything. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your week, and you'll be hearing from me next week. Bye.